This week, Tom panics about not having an Adam's apple. Chloe fires blanks over David. David fought the law, and the law won. And I'm back like a stray cat that occasionally gets fed. So let's strap down, strap in, and do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, and this is just another trucking podcast. My name is Chris. I am back, and everyone else is sacked.
Oh, I was about to say you did that so much better, but then you just
Don't you have to
ruined
get
it.
paid?
Fuck you.
Do you have to get paid for that? I don't know.
Yep. I
Oh,
expect
mate,
royalties
it
to
has-
be in the post.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
We'll set up another Patreon for you.
Thanks.
Our patrons are actually very generous, so there you go.
Is it Patreon or is it what's the one for charity giving?
Go fund me.
We'll go fund.
I thought you were going to say go fuck yourself. I really did.
It's Chris, it's possible. It's fucking possible. Chris,
Okay.
it is so good to have you back, mate. It is so
Thank you very much.
good to have you back.
You know, last time I was on the
eventually-
show with him, I was a guest.
You were.
So
I
that
was
was
an actual
episode
guest,
50
yeah.
then.
This long for you to actually re-invite me back on my own podcast.
Well, you were actually on before. It's just because I wasn't there and they needed a replacement, and so you took that role.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
but,
for the record, I have asked him so many times, and he's always
No,
like,
he
"Oh,
hasn't. no, he hasn't.
I've been doing things. Yeah, we all know what
I've
you've been
lost
doing.
count.
You have a baby now. That's what's happened. So, anyways,
Yes.
Does
David,
anyone want
how are you?
Chris to say that?
Oh, I'm grand.
You just ruined
What?
Chris's news.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's old news.
Chris
now.
has-
wanted to
He's
tell
6
someone.
weeks old.
Oh.
I don't think I've not ruined.
You got a
anything.
puppy?
I have ruined.
You got a
things.
cat?
Oh, you guys got a puppy
I've
as
got
well.
a puppy. I got a cat.
Tell us about the puppy.
I got a baby. I got a family.
You went for a puppy and a baby in one hit. That's some balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris has never ever done anything in half measures, has he?
No. Oh, and I changed jobs.
And you've
So,
grown a beard.
Okay,
And I've grown a beard.
I approve of the beard.
what's the same?
His name?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
The name.
There's you're not even
Different
in the
background.
Same house, are you?
No,
still got
not
the
even
same
in the
clothes?
same house.
No,
You got the same
that's-
clothes?
No.
Hang on,
Got rid of
whoa.
his clothes.
I recognise that microphone.
Yeah, the microphone's the same.
Oh, he's got the same
Yeah,
microphone
There you go. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
and
Still
the
living
same
in the
friends,
podcast.
which could be an issue.
Friends? What are they?
He's not been talking to us for months.
Well, because you kicked me out of the group chat.
Actually,
Who
no.
did?
Technically, we made a new group chat and left the other
Yeah,
one.
and then just forgot to invite me. Yeah, that's the one.
David, that's all your fault.
I blame
Yeah,
Tom. Poor Chris. It's good to have you back.
We've done that before too, by the way. But it's not just every time we can't get rid of anybody, so we have to like start a new chat.
And just stop replying to the one WhatsApp. Sorry.
So we ghost people is what we do. Is
Yes.
what you're doing now.
Oh.
Unintentionally, though. I'd like to say unintentionally.
As long as I'm not the only person you've done it to, I don't take it as hard feelings.
I don't think we meant to do it to you. You just kind of got wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It happened.
Shall we do some
Deal with it.
housekeeping and move on from this awkward conversation? Because it's David,
Are we
would you
not?
like to
Are
thank
we not going to be
anyone?
able to see your face for the whole show, Tom?
I don't have,
I can
Like,
see
are you
Yeah.
are you hiding something on your mouth?
No, you want me to have the microphone in front of me because otherwise
Well, you can have it like the side, like I'm having it.
It's not. No, I don't like it there. I like it in front of me so I can see it.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
the people on YouTube can't see your beautiful face. Is all. I'm just saying. You know what I
Beautiful.
mean?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I practiced saying that for a long time without laughing myself.
Do you
But I
have to
got really
stand
good.
in front of the mirror and practice so you don't laugh?
Oh, that's better.
All right, we're going to do some housekeeping.
Yeah.
Tom, start her off.
No.
Sorry, can you put the microphone a little
closer?
closer to you? I can barely hear you.
I fucking hate you so much. I hate you so much. You honestly, you kill me. You kill me, lad. Every part of you. Let's thank the Patreons. Have you got the list of Patreons?
I do indeed. Again, so our Patreon page is just JATP. Well, I suppose patreon.com/JATP. We have a ton of what's it called of Patreons. We're going to start off with the mega supporters. Thank you so much, mega supporters. There is more of you guys than anything, and I don't know why. You guys are absolutely fucking crazy to be giving us this, but thank you. Like, seriously, wow. Starting off, we have Joe Rodwell, Trucker Marty, Sir Timo, Trucker Colin, Mihal, Chris Rag, Neil Reese, Ginger Mother Trucker, and the other guys. We appreciate you guys as much. I'm sorry if I insulted you guys last week. It was not I was just joking. We really do appreciate you guys as well.
What are they actually called? Are they actually called the other guys, or have they got a name? Are they just lower tier?
Tier 3.
They're just a tier 3.
Okay,
is what they're called.
Instead of the others.
The others, I know. Yeah, it's a tier 3. Okay, we've got.
£8 for a fillet of salmon is good, Christopher. They're 14 quid these days.
Updating people.
You know what? I fucked up on the list. I was.
We threw you off.
Yeah, I gave some people. Okay, I'm just going to name everybody out. You guys, you know who you are. But yeah, so I'm going to be repeating some people's names again. But anyway, Charlie Conahan, thank you very much. Trucker Soud, he's new. Hey, welcome, guy. How are you doing? All right. Thank you so much. We got Stephen Patterson, Neil Reese, Hemorrhoid Rager, Gavin Williams, Daniel Smee, Big Mike. Again, of course, we got Art of Job, Trucker Colin, Trucker Marty, Timo, me, Hall, Justin Meany, Joe Rodwell, Ginger Mother Trucker, Daniel M, and Chris Red, and again, Charlie Miller. Thank you guys so much. Now,
did you say Hemorrhoid Ranger?
Yes, he did.
What? That's his name.
Right,
that's a CB handle.
Right. So we have a Discord. If you
by the way, don't forget to go to Discord if you guys want to chat with us. Become a patron, and you become part of the Discord group as well.
Yeah. So we were chatting on the Discord, which is, as I said, one of the perks, like being a patron and stuff like that. And the guy that we thought was just a joke one came in and was like, no, I'm real, and there's a reason for my name. It was my basically CB handle.
What's the reason for his CB handle?
I didn't ask that far.
That's not a reason for his name.
To ask that. We'll find out off him. If you want to ask him, in fact, now that he'll have heard this, so on the Discord, privately, not anywhere else, but privately, let us know the story.
Oh, we will tell everybody next episode. I'm sorry.
We want to know. Yeah, it didn't take it like kind of like I was like, what last week, but this week it's just too much. It's just too funny. It's too good.
Might have to have his name at the end. So it's no offense to him, but it's going to break us every single time, isn't it? So we won't be able to help ourselves.
By the way, Big Mike just said we need to create a CB group on CB Talk. There is one. It's called JATP. I don't know if anybody's on it that often, but the only thing that we don't like about CB is that you got to be live the whole time. There's no old messages that you can. The handy thing with Discord is that you can catch up 24 hours later. It's just that I'm on a way different time zone than everybody else, so I'm hardly ever going to be on the same time as other people, and vice versa.
For those people who haven't heard of the CB Talk, it's basically, and I think who's the big? Is it Midland Radio or Midland
CB?
Yeah. So I think it's made by them. And I think there must be a producer. Can you look into this while I'm talking? Because I think
they have just confirmed it is. Yeah.
Is it Midland? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Midland. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And
that's the owners of the podcast or the app.
Yeah. But it is. I'm guessing there's like a plug-in or maybe a Bluetooth.
Yeah, I've already looked at it.
So you can have a
did speak to. You can get like a Bluetooth one. I think it's like £98 or something, and then you can have it like it just sits there on your dash, but it's not attached to anything, which is really cool. But
but do you have to pick it up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Technically,
no, you're fine.
Technically, it's illegal.
No, it's not.
You're
not because
you
can use an actual CB radio.
Yes,
and drive
with
not
actually a CB radio.
And no, I understand that, but it's not internet connected, is a CB radio. You're not allowed to hold any internet connected device. And is that how it's worded, producer? By the way, you're going to get called on a lot this week, so apologies.
It
Yeah,
is.
but
I would say that
I recently
the
read
bit
up
you're
on it.
holding, the bit you're holding, surely isn't internet connected, is it? Because it's
No, it's got no
Bluetooth
screen or
connected
anything,
to
yeah.
your phone. It's your phone that is the internet connected part.
Yeah.
I
I
should
agree.
do that.
It's you've not got a screen or anything. You've literally physically just got something. To
I
hold
agree with Big
to
Mike
speak
in the
to.
chat. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Just throw it at them.
That's a true. That's
In
a
order
true
to
fact.
use it legally in the UK, it has to be radio connected, not internet connected.
Oh.
So it has to be
Technically,
radio waves.
It's one of them things where I can't imagine if they see it in your hand, I can't imagine
Yeah.
them saying anything because you're going to hold it like a CB radio, and police are aware that you use a CB radio.
It's one of those
so-
things that if you have a massive accident, it could potentially not help you. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you know, there's some people thought they were doing hands free by they'd hold their phone up like in front of their mouth, just a few inches away, and they have it on speaker, thinking that that's a loophole that they can't, you know. I don't know.
Hands free.
It's fucking.
You mean
so
that doesn't work?
No, it doesn't. You can still get tickets.
What about
you know?
what about putting it like here's
Yeah,
my
that
phone,
works.
and just
That works,
just
Chris.
wedging
I've
it,
done
wedging it there in your
technically,
shoulder.
that's
I'm not
that's
holding
hands
it.
free.
illegal. Oh no, actually, no. Does it not need to be in a cradle now?
It's something. It can only be classed as hands free if you don't physically have to press a button on your phone. So if you do speaker, you have to press a button to use it. If you're using Bluetooth, you press your green button on your dash or whatever it is to answer the phone. So therefore, it's hands free completely. If you've got to go on your phone and press a button, technically it's not hands free.
Obviously, we're trying to save
nowadays.
lives, and hopefully, as long as a certain percentage of people actually go by the rules, and when they keep adding rules, they're saving a little bit. Obviously, they know that most people aren't going to do it, you know. But at least if they get some people to be a little afraid, you know, I don't know.
But have you noticed the kids
Yeah.
nowadays how they hold phones? Like so they hold them
What
like
would
to
they
the
do?
they hold them to the ear, but they hold them on speaker,
But it's on speaker.
and they hold it like flat. So rather than kind of up to the
Yeah,
ear,
yeah.
it's kind of away from the ear, and they hold it out here, and they walk
It's
around.
like that,
and
innit?
Yeah, I get a bit kind of old man like what's going on here? Why are people
So-
you know?
I heard the reason why everyone does that now is because the whole radio wave's giving you cancer.
I
Ah,
wondered that.
bollocks.
So technically, your
Half of
phone,
them,
when it was
half of
designed,
them. Yeah, but the thing is, though, they walk around holding
Chris,
it like
shush.
that
You've been gone
to
for
stop
months.
cancer.
Let me
but they're
talk.
smoking a cigarette at the same time.
Yeah.
That's very true, actually. That's very,
waiting for
very
that.
true.
Well, technically, there's meant to be when you put the phone up to your head, to your ear. You're not meant to technically do that. From what I understand, the speaker is there because that's how you're meant to speak.
Who the
Is
fuck
you
are
meant
you
to
listening to or
naturally-
talking?
What do you mean? What, me?
Yeah, like they're saying that holding your phone out from your face is how you're actually supposed to do it.
Technically, that's what you're meant to use mobile phones.
Next,
as,
you'll be telling me I can't put it in my pocket because I'll get testicular cancer.
And
Well, there's
and
that
does
too.
5
Honestly,
and
that
5G
might
gives
be
you cancer
possible.
too.
That might happen.
No,
You
5G
never
gives you
know.
5G
COVID.
gives you COVID.
Oh,
Right.
Have you heard the other latest one? Is the steam, not steam or whatever. You know when you got Coke Zero or whatever it is, and you got the sugar-free stuff, and it's got the chemicals in it to make it sugary.
Yeah.
Or
So
sweet.
they've
Apparently
all this
now-
time. Yeah,
it's now
a
carcinogenic.
aspartame.
Yeah.
Aspartame.
That's it, aspartame.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's now
But they've-
carcinogenic.
they've spent-
or they've discovered
So it's
it.
an artificial sweetener, and they've just announced that it's a carcinogenic. And
Yeah.
but in the UK,
What's wrong with
They've been-
carcinogenic?
well, it gives you cancer, which
Oh,
Yeah, it
that-
gives you like a
Apparently
high
not.
percentage of getting it.
Apparently.
well, but they don't know what dose it does it in.
Did
or
you
anything
only
like
ever
that.
test people who smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day and
And
they
it-
say, yeah, carcinogenic gives
That's
you
it. And
lung
it's-
cancer?
It's only like meant to like increase your risk, so it doesn't give it to you. It just increases the risk apparently. So
Okay.
Well, I
could
read
mean
that the
anything.
lizard people want to give us cancer, so yeah.
well, they are running the
Well,
government.
Well, out of
so-
everything that was said today, that makes the most sense.
yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that last on the plane? That had a massive freak out. It was like this plane's going to crash, and that she got dragged off.
No.
Supposedly,
Well, recently.
it's
Not in a
it's
film
a
or
virus.
anything.
No, it's gone viral at the moment. It's like it's everywhere. You'll see it now that I've talked about it. You'll have seen it somewhere.
It'll pop up
because
because we're
Google's
listening. Yeah, exactly.
My ADD kicked in for a second, and the lamp of David's shoulder completely distracted me from what I was talking about.
What about the lion?
No
distraction.
Nom. No, but basically, she freaked out on this plane, and like it was like Final Destination.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
where
I was
it's
thinking
like,
the same thing. Yeah,
it's exactly like that. But apparently, she saw a lizard person or something like that because his eye, his
Oh,
eyes
That's
eye
right.
thing,
points the wrong way or something.
Yeah.
like in Men in
I
Black.
don't know.
When
Yeah,
you know,
or V.
remember that one?
I think
Yeah.
is it V? Have you ever seen that?
V
that
for
before?
Vendetta? No, or just V?
No, I've not seen
with
V.
Marina Baccarin, who holy shit,
She's probably a Star Trek girl, isn't she?
no Star. Well, she's in Stargate, but it's fine.
Stargate. Sorry, Stargate. I knew it was Star
Something
something. Star
geeky,
Wars.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Whoa!
Stargates.
Don't drag Star Wars down to the same low level as Stargate and Star
Yeah, put
Trek.
it a lot lower.
No.
I'm sorry. If we're gonna no, me and you are
Yes.
having this out
Come
because
on, then.
Star Trek
Should we
is
leave?
Long time
by
coming. Come on.
far the superior series here. Star
How?
Wars, right?
Okay,
You haven't
Star
got
Wars
Yoda.
is so
Yoda.
shit. Right,
Yoda.
that's fine. I'm not saying that it doesn't have
That's an
some,
argument,
some
is
good
Yoda?
characters. However, right, Star Wars essentially tells the same plot over and over again. Like the new ones just came out, Death Star. They've only got one thing, which is Death Star or Mega Death Star or some form of a Death Star. It has to be about a Death
Because-
Star.
No, because if something
on.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's
That
got a point.
storyline
Just
works.
get it
Have you
bigger.
seen
Right.
Have you seen
You
The
just go
Mandalorian?
bigger.
Yes.
TV. Okay,
Yes.
right. That show plays out like a video game. All right. So
Yeah.
every time they need a new episode, he goes ahead and shows up to that one mechanic girl with the tiny little robots, and there's a new mission for him. You know, it literally plays out like a video game, and
Yeah,
the
this
action
is-
in it is ridiculous. Like at the very, I think it was the very end. I don't know if this was the Mandalorian or was it the other Mandalorian dude, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
There was like a battle scene at the very end of it, and I'm like, why are people like? This is the worst shooting ever. This is really ridiculous. It just really played out like a video game. Is all I want to
CPU
say.
shooting.
Is that
but
not
they-
just because Disney now own the rights to it?
No, it's not because there's nothing to talk about in fucking Star Wars. You can just go over the same fucking things. And I understand what you're saying, by the way, Chris, about this whole thing of like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if that was true, if you go into a fucking pub, it would serve ale. And that's the only thing you'll be able to buy is ale. But now we have lots of tasty things in the pub that you can get drunk on because guess what? Just because it works doesn't mean it should be the only fucking option for us, you wanker. Sorry.
It works
I
for
got really passionate
Disney. It works for Disney's wallet. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Why didn't they fix the big issue though with the Death Star? That's what I don't get.
I don't know why.
Why is there one big hole they
Well,
exploded?
there was an entire movie dedicated to that answer, Chloe.
Well, yeah, but he
Rogue
explained
One.
it.
Rogue
Why
One
didn't-
explained
right.
exactly what happened there in that one because the architect of the Death Star, he actually created that.
Yes, he did. I remember now. Yeah. I
Okay,
remember
so there we
now.
go.
All right, my
Yeah.
bad. I
So
forgot about
they
that.
they were able to close that.
I think I can
Yeah,
hear
that's
people
theory.
unsubscribing from the podcast.
No,
Sorry,
you
should we
can't
talk
because
about
they haven't
trust?
listened to it yet. You can only hear the Patreons quitting, not the actual other people who haven't listened to it. You know what I mean? So your argument is flawed, Tom. I'm sorry. Unless you can hear into the future. Wait, can you hear into the future?
I can.
What's
yeah,
the lottery
lizard
numbers?
people did it.
Yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
5, 20. Right, should I just make some wild prediction? And if it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
up this
go
week,
on.
how
Okay,
crazy
there
would
we
that
go.
be?
Seriously, all right, let's do it.
Right, so 5, 22, 31, 42. How many more do I need?
2?
How many have
One
you got
and
to
then
pick? 5 or
bonus ball.
6?
I don't know. How many lottery numbers is it? How
just
many?
need one.
I think it's
More and a
5.
bonus
Isn't it
ball.
5 in a bonus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Like 6,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Right, 51. Can I have that? Is that too high?
No, 50
no,
and
go for
below.
it. Oh,
49. Is that enough?
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then pick a bonus.
Yeah. A bonus ball. 13. Fuck it.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
writing them all
I
down.
mean,
I'm playing them
imagine,
numbers.
right? Genuinely, what you're actually going to play them? Imagine if you
Yeah.
fucking won. That'd be amazing.
Oh, you wrote them down. All right.
Don't worry, I'll invest them into the podcast.
How high does your lottery go up to?
50, I believe.
50 billion? Wow.
Oh,
that's
no,
quite
no,
a
no,
lot.
no,
Oh, no,
Not
no.
billion.
Money-wise.
No,
not a lot.
50 quid,
that's it.
mate. The
50
UK
million?
is broke at the moment.
The Euro Millions is 54 million, I think. Isn't it?
Ours goes up. I've seen ours at like 3.5 billion.
Fucking hell.
I have.
3.5
Yeah.
billion.
Yeah, I've seen it.
How so much? Oh, you are in America. It's bigger.
Yeah, it's America.
Wait.
And it's
3.5 billion.
I do believe it might have been 2.5 billion. Let's just say
don't-
2.5
How much is
billion
a
just to be
lottery
safe.
ticket over there, though, then?
$150,000 per one ticket
Nessa,
per number.
what's the highest lottery not
Say
win?
pa-
Because
power-
it could be
Do
split.
Powerball. Just it's called Powerball or Mega
What's the
Millions.
question?
David,
What
You're not
was
paying
the question,
attention.
Tom?
What's
What
the
did you ask me,
highest
Tom?
winnings?
Yeah.
Highest winnings?
okay, I want to
in
ask.
the UK.
I want to
In
ask
which
you,
country in the
David.
UK?
Yeah.
Oh no! Just actually put what even if it's equivalent. Surely this must be on a Guinness Book of Records.
David,
Mustn't it?
Yes.
is that only a one state or is that over all America?
2.04
That's a lot of states. Not every state.
Most
but,
of the states, though.
In the
Yeah,
UK?
most of the states.
So your
No.
chances of winning that
the
are
world.
so much lower, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the world, the highest ever lottery win is 2.04 billion, and it was somewhere in California.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
It was
See, what
David.
happens is... What?
It was you.
Uh,
Secretly, you're a billionaire.
No. No,
Gosh,
I'm not. It wasn't me.
was David.
It wasn't me.
David,
There is no
I need,
proof.
I need
Well, there
50
is.
quid, mate.
But
In the UK, it was 195 million.
Nice.
wow.
But that's such an extraordinary amount of money. But because of David, I kind of go like, it could be better.
You know that number that I gave? I think what you say it was is someone in California won 100 and what? Oh, sorry, 1 point something.
It was 2.04 billion.
Yeah. Again, you don't get that. You don't get close to that because they take like 60% of that away in taxes.
It's your money.
Oh, ours
It
is
does get
tax-free.
taxed, yeah.
Yeah, ours. Yeah. So you can get. There's a few options. You can take it in 20 years. You can take it in chunks. You know, like the 20th.
In $1 bills.
5% of it, whatever, every year, and or you take a lump sum. You get less taxes taken out if you take it out yearly, because you're not making. You know, it's just I don't know. I think I take it out in that much money. I would take it out every month. Sorry, every year, just because. What if I gamble it away and I lose it? At least next year I'll know that I'll be. But again, you could take a loan against that and then lose.
I would
again.
invest it.
Absolutely.
In what?
I would buy houses and then rent
And just
them out.
another trucking podcast.
Yeah.
Should we do
and
a
rent
I
them
GoFundMe?
would
out.
build
Definitely
truck
gonna make money.
stops.
You would build truck stops.
I would have truck stops, and I would
Oh,
have
that
the
would be
best
quite
chain
good.
of truck stops ever. And it would
That
be free to park.
We could
How
do
are you gonna make
trucking
your money?
podcasts.
How are you going to
You
recoup your money?
Buy
You could
on-site
call the
shops.
calf Nessa's Baps.
Nessa's big
Nessa's
baps.
melons.
I don't understand. Baps?
You can have a grocery for that.
Tits, in other words, David.
Yeah, but is that always a word for that? Baps?
Well, it's like a
I don't
play
know.
on
There's
words.
all
Can be.
different words people use.
I was trying to
that.
be politically correct.
Anyway.
I would be well up for a truck stop. That's a great idea.
Yeah. We can keep talking about this.
David, you do your training school, I reckon. I think we've
Do you know what
talked
the
about this
address
before.
could be, Chloe, if we went into partnership?
What?
Nessa's Baps, Chloe's Lay-By, Exeter.
I genuinely
We
thought you were about
we
to say
should get
something
Chloe's.
different.
We should get Chloe's layby.co.uk.
Oh,
Or .com.
hell. Oh, hell.
Is it on Google? Has someone
yeah, is it on
actually
Google yet?
saved it on? No, has someone
I've
saved
applied
it?
to put,
Because you
I've
can
applied to
name.
put it on Google, but it
Trying.
hasn't been approved yet. I've got to
Just
wait.
trying.
We have
I
to
just
wait.
So
want-
if everyone on the no, because then I got to share it. So I can't share it. It's a surprise, isn't it? When we get it.
Yeah. I just bought a .com, another one. It's called mytruckinggames.com, where you can get my RV skills, my European skills, and my trucking skills.
There it is.
What's actually on them?
Shameless
Yay.
plug.
Well
What?
done,
No,
David.
that was a very, very nice plug.
You've
Like, it
not,
was
you've
a
not plugged
top
for a
plug.
while. We'll
I
give
have
you
not
that.
plugged in a while. You know, and
Excuse me?
I just finished it. The website's up and running, and you can actually buy the games now. My other website, My Trucking Skills, you can. Basically everything gets transferred over to the new website. It's just my website was a load of shit. I don't know how people were able to figure out how to buy the game. They must have been really optimistic or motivated to get that game, because how the fuck are people navigating through this shitty website? Really. But anyway, yeah, my trucking games. Or my trucking game. I bought that one too, just in case.
So you just gotta catch them all, is it? Is it like?
Well, yeah,
Pokemon?
like. Yes.
Well, you could have just done one
Gotta
though,
catch
as
'em
like the
all.
trucking skills group cooperative or something, and then you would have paid for one. No,
I think that's.
my sister companies.
That sounds. Can I 1 second? Can I just call up my missus quickly? I love her to pieces, but I just have to. It's just that's just reminding me of some fantastic maths. So she just started a job, and she gets a 15% discount.
Right.
And she had it in her head that she'd got a way of doing it so that she could get a 30% discount. If I paid for half of it and she paid for half of it, because that totals to 30%.
But it's still 15% each. It's still
I explained this to her.
15%.
I did explain this to her. bless
Oh,
her.
okay.
It was I'm trying to think what it was. The TV show where there was this amazing, like, this guy came up with this really good scheme to make some extra money, and it didn't work. I'm trying to think what it was.
So
It's just
she's figuring if you do split in half, you'll get more percentage off in her head.
yes.
Okay.
So
She doesn't
it
listen
works
to this
like
podcast, does she?
I can see why
I
she
don't know,
thought
I loved it. I loved it. It was honestly, it made me so happy.
that.
Right. Anyways, should we do facts of wife?
Love it.
Before I get
Okay,
Yeah, I think we
facts
should, yeah.
of wife. And after that, too, we will be doing, what's the other topic? Oh, yeah, Judge Chloe. We never got around to Judge Chloe last week, so I'm sure
Yeah,
there was
Judge
actually
Chloe.
quite a lot of disappointing people. But,
Allegedly.
so, let's jump to the first facts that I have yet to hear. Okay, let's hope I did the editing correct. Hold on, I gotta click on live.
Hey everyone, here's question 1. What does the moon smell like?
What
Smell
does the
like?
moon smell like?
Oh,
Cheese.
Cheese.
Is it
no, steak. It
The
smells
moon's-
like steak.
No, I can't smell
No.
it.
I'm sure it is, or maybe it's space that smells like steak, or
Hang on,
it's something
how?
like that.
Whoa. How do you know what the moon smells like? Because you can't take your head off. Your helmet
No,
off.
but when they come in, they track in all of the dust. And
Oh,
that's how they
Right.
smell it.
interesting.
It was a simple
right.
words, all right?
Are we
helmet.
ready for the answer?
Go on
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
It smells like spent gunpowder, according to astronauts.
Okay. Gunpowder.
Okay,
Gunpowder.
that wasn't what I thought. Is it space that smells like steak? Something that smells like steak in space.
Maybe it's restaurants. Maybe steak restaurants is what
Maybe
you're
it's
thinking
just
of.
steak. Do they bring out steak? Dried steak?
And by the way, I love the
It's
smell
called
of
beef
spent.
jerky, isn't it?
I'm sorry, you love the smell of what?
I've spent gunpowder, like
I thought you
fireworks.
said spankies.
and also
then.
I heard that too. That's why I asked. I really did.
I love
I'm like,
the smell of
What do you think I
spankies.
said? Spankies, yeah. That was great.
What do you think the rover smells like right now?
the Mars
What
rover?
part-
The Mars
A
rover.
Mars bar,
Far.
obviously.
Far.
Yeah.
Fried
I
Mars
reckon
bar.
do you reckon it smells rusty, or do you think it can't rust out there because there's no salt water, or it's a different atmosphere?
Isn't it rust that causes? Sorry,
Hang on,
isn't it
is-
salt water that causes rust?
Yeah, but isn't it also oxygen that's needed? Because
Yeah.
it's oxidization, and in space there's no
Yeah.
oxygen, so it can't
But
rust,
is there
can
on
it?
Mars?
Well, we don't know. No one's been there, have they?
Well, if he's not rusting
yet.
up, then I suppose
Actually, no,
not.
there
Did
is.
you know-
There's a documentary on it. Like Matt Damon went to Mars.
Oh, that's
piss
right, the
off.
potato guy.
So it smells like
No.
potatoes.
Potato guy. Yes.
Oh,
I love Matt Damon.
yeah.
Matt Damon is such a good
We
actor.
do love Matt Damon.
There's a guy
Love
who
Matt
worked
I think
Damon.
we
on
all agree he's amazing.
there's a guy who worked on the Mars rover, and his name is Mark Rober. I didn't realize that.
So
you know,
Is it really?
for some reason, no, I knew that he did, but I never put the two words together. Well, how Mark Rober sounds like Mars rover. You know what I mean? It's like, that's probably how he got
Wait.
the job.
Oh my
But
god.
anyway.
It's a conspiracy.
It is.
Of course it is. We've
They
not
put
even
him
been
there.
to the moon.
The lizard people did it.
Oh, fuck.
Surely the basement.
My god. By the way, if it turns out the lizard people are real, I am going to have egg on my face with this one. Well,
Yeah.
Lizard eggs,
Yeah.
apparently.
All right. Question number 2.
Can females have Adam's apples?
Oh, I wondered where that was
Can
going
they
for
have-
a
Yeah,
minute.
there was
do they?
a pause there, and I
There was
wasn't
a
sure.
pause. Now, she said female, and she didn't say woman.
If they're
Because
transgender.
women can have Adam's apples, but can females? You understand what I'm getting at here? You know what I mean? As in, like,
Yes.
because
Depending if you identify as a woman
Yeah.
or not.
yeah. So a female. I'm going to say.
No, hang on. I'm just gonna.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Sorry, you get,
Oh,
get nice and close to the mic so we can all hear you.
Right.
Oh God, we're gonna get to
I am gonna upset some serious people with this, so I do apologise.
We apologize for having him too. By the way,
There
guys.
is only 2 sexes because I've just been and registered the birth of my son, and they asked, "Is he male or female?" At no point did they say, "Is he gender fluid? Is he going to become a female? Is he going to be this? Is he going to?" It's male or fucking female.
No, well, I agree. No, I agree. It's either male or female. That's a fact. Now, having it being a woman, a gender is a different story. A gender, there's sex and there's gender. You can be whatever gender you want to be. All right. But sex is either, male or female. That's it.
I
That's,
think
there is no
so
argument with that one.
I think
I'm
Pornhub says
gonna-
differently.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
double down on
There's
this.
that's male and that's.
I know what
between...
you meant. I was
Okay.
trying to be funny, all right. It backfired.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah.
So I-
yeah,
Keep
thank
trying,
you for
keep
ruining it. Yeah.
I think the gender neutral thing. I think it's a phase, much like say for instance like punk
I
or
agree.
stuff like that,
I
where
agree.
it's
I
kind of
think
like
it is.
it's an anti kind of establishment. It's kind of like a pushback on like the society and trying to kind of push out and do stuff like that.
Like
but
when
the
you
thing
were
is,
a kid and it was popular to be something. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Or
exactly.
like
Well, so,
emo.
I
so,
identify as a
is it-
dustbin.
Is it Demi Lovato? Was she? Did she do
Yeah.
it? I think it.
She identified
recent-
as bi-gender,
They.
didn't she? And then
But
she's gone back
pushed
to
back
her
on
she,
that.
her pronouns.
Yeah, and I think
I've heard
I
she's
think
gone
that's going to
back
be one
now,
of them.
isn't she?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be one of these things. Don't get me wrong. End of the day, there's sexuality and stuff like that. That's that's who you are. But I think the gender neutral thing, it's one of them things where it'll come and it'll go. If I'm honest with you, there we go.
Going back to it though, can a female have an Adam's apple? Yes.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah.
what we started with.
Shit, we got asked a question.
I say yes as well.
I'm going with
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay. Let's find out the answer.
David got
yes,
bored.
me
He
as
went for
well.
his phone.
The answer is yes. Both sexes have them. They just show up more prominently in men. So
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they
it
both
isn't
have
the
them.
indication you think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I was gonna say I've got one there.
It's to do with testosterone, isn't it? As to how prominent it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You can't see.
Yeah,
mine.
so you can get
gotta
obviously.
be-
My God, do I not have
some-
testosterone?
No. It's all them estrogen tablets you're taking to try sort out your transgender sex change.
Fuck's sake, we're gonna get cancelled, isn't it?
You're
Do you know how
welcome.
woke
I don't-
it is in fucking 2023, lads?
Yep.
Again, we're not going to have Chris on every episode, so I mean, like, once in a while you got to get a wild card on. All right, so
He's allowed to let go every now and then. It's fine.
all right.
I've got a year's worth of abuse built up.
That's true enough, actually, yeah.
Can I just point out in the chat, everyone's identifying as a chubby bearded lorry driver or fat balding loner. Ah,
Thank you,
you
Garvar,
can't
for that one.
identify. I identify as a skinny person. All right, that's me. Okay?
There
That's
you
what
go.
I identify as.
God, I wish it
believe
weren't like that.
We're all good.
All right, fact number 5.
What is the largest denomination note ever printed in the UK?
The largest
Okay.
what?
Domination.
Just very quickly,
note.
did you say fact number 5? It's like
Yeah,
fact
that's not
number
number
3, is it
5. It's 3.
Sorry. I have them numbered. It's question number 3. My bad. Thank you very much.
Oh,
for
right, because
pointing
it's
that
number 5 in the order. Right, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
What is it?
No,
what does
I
that
know
mean?
What
Largest
is the
in the
largest
US.
domination note
No, in the UK.
ever created in the UK?
In what do you
Yeah,
mean?
I know
Oh,
it in the
no.
US. It's like 20 million, isn't it?
Dear Queen, blah 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 blah. Is that what you're thinking about, Chloe? No.
No. When you meant domination, I was thinking like weird sex domination. I was like,
You would go there. Wouldn't you? Yep.
No.
What is the largest domination?
Just wait, Chloe. To clarify,
let's go.
you thought we were asking you what the largest dominatrix in the UK was. That's what you thought. Is that what you thought we were asking you?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know this. Am I meant to know this?
Because the answer to that had been me.
Yeah, it is, lads.
I'm going to say,
Right.
I'm going to guess £1,000.
Yeah, I think it's £500.
I think
you know,
it's like
I'm sure there's an £1 million one.
yes, I think
pretty
there's
sure
£1
there
million
is.
one as well. And the reason I think that is because in the US they did this, or Obama did this, where he made a
Thought you were
coin
going to reference
worth
The
like,
Simpsons.
No, it made a coin worth like 21 million because it did something with the economy and it put certain amount of money in, or it did something, and he
is
had
this in
this
the
like
US?
21 million.
Or
But
UK.
But there's like
The
a
UK.
tactic where they can make a coin
Oh.
worth a certain amount, and it does something with the bank and things. I
But
don't really
whatever
know
number
what it
is on it, it's not going to be how much it's worth. Because now it's
Weirdly enough, I was actually
because-
looking at this the other day,
okay.
and I'm pretty sure if I read it right, there was like a 1 billion, which I think was an American one. That was a thing, but I think
that
in
might
the
be,
UK,
or it might be that one. I'm
I know
thinking
they
about.
had 1,000, 100,000. I don't know if they had 1 million. I think that was in America. I'm going 100,000. I can't remember what I read exactly, but I'm going 100.
It was obviously
1,000.
gripping information then.
It was really interesting, but I just can't remember what the highest one, because I was reading up on the lower ones because I was fascinated in the 100 bill, and I don't know why. I was being a bit weird.
All right, Chris, what's your answer?
I'm going for £500.
Tom?
$1 million. I'm gonna guess. It's that wacky thing where it's.
What
like,
did I say? 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with it. All right, Nessa, do you have an answer?
$1 million.
You already know.
I'm pretty sure it's $1 million.
Okay. How about, you
Right.
can't say the same number. So 1,000,002, 1,000,001.
I'll go 900. I'll go 999,000.
All right, here's the answer.
Works.
It was 100 million, referred to as Titan, and it was used to back the value of Scottish and Northern Irish
A
banknotes.
couple of people in
Yes,
chat had that right.
Yeah, they can do.
Did you get
something
that?
Fancy with
Yeah,
it.
Chris,
but the
what did you
people
say,
in the
Chris?
I
you said 500.
Yeah, the
Okay,
people in the
that's
chat, they've been Googling it. I'm certain of
So
it.
I said 100,000.
Probably.
It was 100 million bill that I was looking at. Took that in well, didn't I?
Yeah, told you, riveting.
It was.
All right,
I
let's
just forgot it.
jump to.
Should read the Beano. It's much more interesting.
Oh, the Beano. God, that brings
God,
back.
the Beano. Holy shit!
forgot that it
It's been a while since I
existed.
thought about that.
Wasn't there like a dog and like Dennis?
Yeah,
Was
Dennis
there a
the
Dennis?
Menace and his
Is it
dog
Dennis?
Nasher.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I'm like just flickering through
guys,
a bunch of
lads.
memories right now.
Lads, we're showing our age, mate. Move on.
Back in my day.
During war,
Have you
right.
guys found yourselves saying back in my day yet? I've done it.
Yes.
A few times.
I've done it a
since
couple of
having
times,
kids. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not those
it's
words,
like an
but
adult
basically.
thing, isn't it?
Back when I was a kid, yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just press the button right now.
What is the average number of hairs on a human head?
On my
Mine,
head?
4.
I knew.
So we're going average. So we bring the average down, by the way.
Oh, yeah, but there's 2 of us, so
Yeah, true.
What you've lost on
2
your
to
head,
3,
you've made up
yeah.
for on your face.
All right, I'm going to say 5 billion.
I thought you were going to say somewhere else, Nessa.
What,
I was going to say that's
just on
supposed
your
to
head.
stay between us.
Oh my god.
I mean-
1 million.
I think
No,
it's very
gonna-
high.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge number.
I
500
think it's going to be
million.
like 10 million.
If you
Something
pull
like
one
that.
hair out, look how thin that is. It doesn't cover any ground at all. I think
know.
it's really
It's-
high.
Yeah.
I know they've experienced
It's
it.
really weird when you think about it, isn't it?
It's reflecting off. Ooh. I've only just noticed. I've been polishing.
Wait, could we get Chris's head to reflect off David's head? Is that...
Or just create a
Beam me up.
infinity mirror.
Yeah, I say 10 million. 10 million's my answer.
500 million.
100 million.
Bastard. Go on.
No, sorry.
Pardon?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. You need to give us the answer,
You
David.
need to talk.
Remember? You need to
Sorry,
press the
I
button.
was-
David, produce for us. Do the what's David's host for us? For fuck's sake, lad.
Press a button.
Press all the buttons.
It's 100,000.
100
But-
times.
What?
We
Can you
were
tell me
way
Is
out.
that
Who
it?
has
Holy
the
shit.
most and
I
who
thought
has
it was
the
like
least
10
color?
times that.
Hold on, fuck me. She was still talking. By the way, she's being recorded. She can't just stop, all right, just because you guys are talking.
Oh,
all right?
I forgot
So you
how
gotta-
technology works, David. I'm getting old.
All right, you're gonna hear the answer one more time.
It's
So
100,000. But can you tell me who has the most and who has the least by color? So the 3 colors of red, blonde, and brown.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A question within a
Ginger's not
question.
included.
it's a question within an answer.
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's it,
like
right,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
So red,
So-
brown, and blonde.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Blonde is going to have the most.
yes, I agree with that. Yeah, blondes and then
I'm gonna go
Then
with red.
reds.
and I was going to
Yeah,
say
and then brown.
black
Red's gonna
hair
have the
maybe
most.
to have the least, or brown, or
Yeah, it's blonde.
Darker.
It's blonde.
I've never
Well,
seen
no,
a
because
bold
the reason why I
ginger.
think is because the lighter the color, like with oh fuck, we're
It's
gonna
harder
get so
to see.
cancelled. Like no, because in the further south you go, the hotter it is. So like certain things develop, evolved, and
darker
you've got
haired
darker
people.
hair because
This
it's
is true.
it kind of I don't know no it doesn't because it absorbs heat, doesn't it? How does that work? But then I thought blonde people further up north, so they need more hair. Oh
'cause of
no,
the
we're
snow.
gonna
So
get
the darker
The
cancelled.
snow
your hair and skin
bleaches
is, the
it.
less the sun affects it, basically. So
Why
you've
were
got
they
darker
blonde?
hair. Who?
What?
Why are we
Like-
blonde?
No, the Vikings, isn't it?
No, ginger.
They weren't all.
No, they weren't all of it.
Thor is, mate.
Lots of
What are you
people
on
would have
about?
been.
That's it.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Vikings, the film? Ragnar's not. Floki's not.
I've seen Thor and Thor
I
Ragnarok.
think Bjorn is.
Thor's blonde.
Right.
I
We
kind
have
of
the
think
answer
there's
to
a
the
point
question
there.
with an answer.
Dark hair is going to be more common.
Yeah, dark hair is more common, so there's probably more dark hair in the world.
Yeah.
Is that what the question? Is that what the answer is?
Have you seen what someone's put in the chat? Further south
Further
on a
south.
person or in a planet, Tom?
Yeah, anyways, let's get the answer for fuck's sake.
Blondes have the most with about 140,000 average, and redheads have the least with 90,000, and brown is somewhere in between.
Brown is
So your
somewhere in between.
stupid theory threw me, you bastard.
I don't
So,
know,
Tom,
it's
do you
just-
count
it's
yourself as blonde or redhead?
strawberry blonde, mate?
Yeah.
So does
Whatever,
that put
it's a
you
blonde.
slap bang
You
in the
can't be
middle with
both.
people with brown?
So basically, that means Tom knows he's not blonde, but he also knows he's ginger and won't admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, like mother, what's her Ginger Mother Trucker?
Ginger Mother
She
Trucker.
said,
Rose gold.
No, was it Rose,
Rose
Gold? And
Gold.
there was African Sunset.
That was
like
it.
that one.
African sunset.
Yeah, African Sunset. I liked it. I appreciated it. Have we got one more?
Yeah, we got one more.
Nice.
Are we playing?
Yeah,
There's
we
nothing
are.
happening.
We can't hear it.
I know, I can't hear it.
Uh-oh.
Blondes
Well,
have the
well-
most with
Oh,
about
okay, hold on, hold on.
140,000 average, and
Stop.
redheads have
Stop.
the least. Blondes have the most with about 140,000 average, and redheads have the least with
Shut up,
90,000, and brown is somewhere in between. Blondes have the most with
Oh my
about 140,000 average, and redheads have the least with.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some technical difficulties this evening, so
And
please
cut.
bear with us.
I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to play.
The entire process takes 6 months because of how they go about animating the episodes.
Well, we've got the
there you
answer
go.
to the
Just
next
right
one.
on
You got the answer.
So now, from
gonna
that, do
say
we
it
have to
takes 6
work
months.
out what the question is?
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say,
God,
we
let's
know
work
how
out the
to work
question.
it out.
Let's work out the question. So,
Here is the
entire
answer
process
again.
takes 6
Yeah.
months because of how they go about animating the episodes. They're mostly drawn by hand. So South Park, in comparison,
damn it,
only
she
takes
just told
about
us.
5 days because they use computers. So The Simpsons has to prepare a whole season 6 to 8 months ahead of time.
So it's
So
going to
she
be,
gave
the
us the
question is
Simpsons.
how
going
long
to
does
be,
it take to do an
How long
episode,
how long does
take
it
to-
take to animate or edit? Animate
episode of The Simpsons?
Yeah, or something like that.
Did you ever see that it was how to create South Park in 6 days? It's very
No.
clever.
They
Yeah,
have
no,
their
there's
own
an,
computer
it's like
program for it, don't they?
yeah.
You mean it's not bits of paper they
they
move
do.
around?
Not
Yeah, no,
anymore.
it is digital now, but like the first episode took like a year to create, but that was like because they were just doing stop motion. But it was just starting off with they're all gathered around a table, just having a laugh, just having a laugh and spitballing ideas, and it is hilarious. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I can't remember which episode that they were doing, but it was very fascinating. The guy. Did you ever hear the show Barry? Whatever the actor's name who did Barry, he's actually one of them. He was among that table.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay, right.
Yeah, it
He's
was
also,
just
he's also in
fascinating.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. I
Is he in
want
Brooklyn
to
Nine-Nine?
watch that. Yeah, he's in like 1 or 2 episodes. He comes.
Oh,
as,
okay,
the,
yeah.
He takes over the
Dude.
precinct for a while.
Okay. No idea who you're on about. Are we right on the question?
Wow!
do you
Did we
reckon
just
then?
bore?
We
Did we
going
just
there?
bore Chloe with Brooklyn?
Oh
Nine-Nine?
yeah, I usually do it every episode, especially if we start talking about trucks, or if I start talking about trucks. That's when
I
Chloe
zoned
definitely goes
out.
away.
I
But
have no
I
idea
do
what
it the
you're
other
on
way.
about. Right.
All right. Do we want to do a Judge Chloe?
Yeah,
We've
I
got
think we
one.
do. Yeah,
We have
we've
one.
got
We have one.
Pre-recorded by Nessa. She's already done it.
I don't
So,
think there's a
welcome to-
preference, though, Chloe. Is there? Who's prosecuting and who's defence?
Oh.
Well,
there
I
isn't.
wondered this time. What if we did it slightly different?
Okay.
What if we
Okay.
had 2 on defence?
Hang on, whoa. Is
prosecution?
this because you're
Chris,
rubbish, Tom? So
Do you
want
know what was going on,
Chris in
Chris?
your gang?
Nope, I'm going.
Oh, basically we get
We get
Red.
someone to call in or text us with a scenario that they faced,
Right.
and we have to decide whether they are an asshole or not.
Oh, it's like asshole of the week, but better.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
yes. But, curveball, one of you has to defend and the other has to prosecute.
I
Chloe's the
I've got
judge.
Whether you believe it or not, you have to do it. Or someone has to do it. So, I'm judging. And, well, we normally... Tom, you normally defend, don't you? And what's your name?
David is a great
David
prosecutor, by the
normally
way.
prosecutes. I couldn't see your name in the corner, so I forgot it.
Forgot David's name.
Oh my god.
I literally couldn't see it. and I
it's a
was
very
like,
forgettable
"What's
name. Very forgettable. There's not a lot of people with my name.
You've only been doing this with
Yeah.
him for how long?
it?" So long. So
You forget his name.
I know, I
So,
was like panicking
um,
because I was explaining stuff.
Everyone in the
Yes.
chat is jury. So Chloe takes
Right.
that into consideration, but ultimately she makes the
Chris.
decision.
So that's not really the jury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in, like they're just people who happen to have a voice that the judge can hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
Yeah.
would like to be part of
Right.
the jury, you just have to sign up to Patreon. Thank you.
And how can they do that, Nessa?
Just click one of our links.
Just
Head
Google
over to
Patreon.
What
Patreon.
one link?
Just another podcast.
In the descriptions of everything.
Or do that.
Head
I
over
don't
to
know if I have a
YouTube.
link on that one.
Should we do it? So me and Nessa are on defence,
Defence,
and you
okay.
and Chris Davids are on
The
prosecution.
attack.
I
Oh,
already know this
curveball.
story, and I'm not sure I'd be able to do it.
I feel like I feel like me. I need all the help I can get, Nessa. So you're on my team.
Okay.
if
God
this
knows
can
how
be
I'm
done,
gonna do
you can
this.
it.
Right, are we ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's go. By the way, this is a non. I can't say the bloody word. The anonymous. All right.
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Actually, I don't even know if I could do better.
You ready?
I was driving in my car down the dual carriageway in the overtaking lane, sticking to 70 miles an hour. Traffic has gathered in the overtaking lane as it does, and it's awkward to keep going in the left lane. A white car is sat right up my arse, so as I should, I start making more space in front, but think, fuck you, I'm staying out now. The driver sees a gap where he thinks he can undertake and tries to do so. Ha! So, fuck him, I speed up. I close the gap, so now he loses his spot and is stuck behind a van for a minute. I see him again in the mirror doing the same to another car behind me. So again, I do this a second time, but this time he ends up back behind me. I finally want to see how angry he is, so right before my slip road, I casually pull over to give him and his missus a big smile, which I get lots of fingers and obviously angry gestures. I feel good about this, but am I the arsehole?
I'm sorry, I cannot defend that.
Okay, just to clarify, me and Chris, we are basically saying he is an asshole, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're prosecuting.
What? You've
Prosecuted.
and just to clarify, Ness, you've just quit on me, have you? So it's 2 versus
quit.
1, and with an impossible situation.
I think Nessa's made her point clear which way she wants to swing.
How can I say that they're an arsehole, though? Because I'd have done exactly the same.
I've done it many times.
You're not helping your case there, Chris.
I know.
Should we be switching places? Do you guys want,
Like
do you
wife
guys
swap.
want the fence
Yeah,
and I'll take...
I'm fine with that.
Mr. Anonymous, you are an asshole. I tell you what.
Okay, Nessa's
right.
playing the field again. We're back in.
All right, go ahead, Nessa. Nessa and Tom, go nuts.
Go on,
Your
then.
turn, Tom.
Come on, let's hear it.
I've let rip.
No, what's your reason? That's just your opinion. You got to explain why he's an asshole.
That's not just my opinion. I am right.
Wow,
Oh.
I mean, is that...
Oh my goodness.
Wait, is that what we're going with as prosecution? We're prosecution now, aren't
You're
we? 'Cause we've switched
prosecution now,
places.
yeah.
God, this
As
is so weird.
HGV drivers, we are supposed to be professional drivers and setting an example on the road.
It was a
Closing
car
down.
driver.
But
It was a car.
whoa. Speculation. It doesn't state whether he's in a lorry or a car.
He does.
John,
He
you
says it was in a
don't
car.
call- you don't.
He
call
literally
it
said
that.
he was driving his car at the start.
Oh, did he? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's in a car then. Fine. So he might not be a HGV driver. You never know.
Right. Should I go? The prosecution goes first, isn't it? In this,
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, please.
I go first. Right. Okay. This guy is clearly an asshole. He has.
Objection, Your Honour.
What are you objecting to?
Overruled.
All right, it's overruled.
Yeah. Come on.
On what grounds? Sorry.
So, this is a driver who is bullying other drivers on the road network. Someone who's just trying to get where they're going, and has stopped that person and has made them go extra distance, thus wasting fuel. Fuel is so expensive right at this point in time, and he has used extra fuel up, which is unacceptable. I would want that fuel in my car. I'm broke as shit. The prosecution pressed ? Oh God! Did I just
You rest
fuck
your
this?
case. That's it. That's all you've got.
We do
Nessa,
not rest our
wait,
case
wait.
yet.
All right,
We do
Nessa,
not
Nessa,
rest our
we don't-
case yet.
That part was
Come
a
on,
joke.
Nessa. Save him. Come on.
Whatever vehicle he is driving, okay,
Okay.
he should be part of the solution to other idiots, not part of the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So don't be an asshole.
Wow,
Wow.
what
That
she
was
said
Straight to the point.
was way
Do you
better
rest
than
your
me.
case? That was pretty good.
I'm finished.
Okay. Well,
Thank God
do
you're
you want to
here.
go? You go first, Chris.
Chris looks eager.
Right.
Come on, Chris.
So, how
Maybe this
can
was Chris
you
that
say
messaged in.
that they are an arsehole when all they've done is followed the flow of traffic in front of them? If you want to try and undertake someone, which is illegal, may I hasten to add, who's the arsehole? The person undertaking or the person maintaining with the flow of traffic in front of them?
No,
And
he wasn't maintaining.
wasting fuel. What case does the prosecution have to prove that without doubt extra fuel was used?
Maybe it was a Tesla driver.
Motion
Oh.
to strike my statement from the
Oh.
record.
Now,
come back to you, Tom.
can we just clarify something for a second? All right.
Okay, we can try.
Because
Yeah.
I stopped listening for 2 seconds because I was trying to figure out when the person was saying left hand side.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There were, okay. We have the obvious innocent driver here who is driving the car. Who wrote in? All right.
Okay.
It's just obvious that he's innocent. So he's driving, but he's in the fast lane, correct?
So he's in the fast lane.
Okay,
yeah.
he's in the fast lane, and then there's somebody overtaking him on the inside lane, the slow lane.
So
correct?
I've got it in front of me. So I was driving in my car. So he was. The dual carriageway in the overtaking lane sticking at 70. Traffic has gathered in the overtaking lane as it does. Makes it awkward to keep going. And then the white car is sat right up his arse. Yeah.
All right, so he's just trying to get in front of. He's just trying to get in front of my
So
client.
from the sounds of it, this car is trying to push his way through. Maybe questioning. Not
Okay,
sure.
because it's stop traffic and everything.
Speculation.
Excuse me. Whoa. I'm judge here. I can say what I want. All right.
So my client, all right, he's just absolutely okay. Just painting a picture here again. I like to paint pictures. I got a wonderful paintbrush. I got lots of color to paint on this canvas, and he is innocent. He has given hundreds of thousands of dollars in charity. All right, he is just a person who's
How the hell
minding.
do you know
I call
that?
for speculation.
I'm just
That's
painting a
clearly
picture.
speculation. No,
That is
you can't paint a picture
speculation.
of saying he
Please
gives to
stick to
charity.
your,
All right, I can't.
whatever the wording
I
is.
strike that, but everyone's going to remember it.
Members of the jury, you can miscount what David just said.
Our client was desperate for the toilet, Your Honour. May I just throw that in
Again,
there?
objection. Clear speculation on
All right,
this.
the person who wanted to get in front of my client, all right, was obviously impatient and a complete and utter asshole. All right, he was just looking for a reason to be angry at another truck driver. Why can't I hear Tom? Is you just mouthing something?
No, I was saying something loudly.
I think he just
like
giggled and
Twitter.
made a weird noise. Yeah, he's being a bit...
All right, I would like it if the opposing counsel could keep their opinion or keep their voice
Yeah,
down
we
when
do
I am
have
trying
silence
to.
in the judging room.
You know what I mean? So I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure the rest of the court would too. So they're obviously impatient and just want to be. They feel like they're more important than everybody else. If you were in the fast lane, all right, then that's fine. You do not have the right of way to get in front of somebody. All right, doesn't matter if you're trying. You got a turn signal on. That is not a magic button that just slows traffic down on whatever lane that you want to get into. All right. So obviously that person is an asshole. All right. Again, just my wonderful client. Again, I just want to remind people that I'm not allowed to say that he has donated millions of dollars. All right. And he's just to
Objection.
the road. Oh.
Speculation.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. And he was trying to teach this guy a lesson. If you're going to overtake, you need to be overtaking in a faster lane than what you're in. All right, you cannot just if traffic is going at a certain speed, you're as long as you're maintaining traffic, you can be going faster than the people in the fast lane if you're in a slow lane, as long as the traffic in front of you is doing that same speed. All right, because that happens. All right, you have no right to be in a lane unless you're able to get over nice and safely. All right, and apparently you weren't doing that because you were making my client do something that he didn't want to do. He did not want to do this, but you turned him into this person that he has to sleep every night now, knowing what he did. All right, it isn't like all he was trying to do is teach him a lesson, and I think that my client needs to be acknowledged for his philanthropy. I don't know. That's
So
right.
his bravery.
Yeah, his bravery in teaching. All right.
Does it state what vehicle this other vehicle was?
It just literally says a white vehicle.
So it'd have been an Audi or a BMW because they're all
More likely
arseholes.
a Tesla.
Yeah, if it was a Tesla,
what-
then I would the prosecution rests the case. Or the defense prosecution.
So that's all right. That's all the bullshit I can come up with. All right, carry on.
Chris, would you like to add in more?
There's no need, Your Honour. Our client is innocent.
Innocent, yes.
Yeah, Judge,
You nearly slipped up.
he's just said that the client's guilty. He's just said it right now. We've got it on record.
I'm sorry.
no, it's
My
fine. It's fine.
co-counsel is an associate. He's new to the firm. All right, he misspoke. All right, so I apologize.
Into account.
Yeah, I definitely think it should be taken into account.
Tom, no, it's struck. It's fine. Tom, would you like to add more? Because you kind of fudged up, really, and we ended up striking your case. I think you need to add more.
Well,
I could go either way at this moment. I need more.
Okay, so just to clarify, at the end, what happened at the end?
So what happened at the end?
Can we listen?
We got a
to
bunch
it
of fingers.
You want to listen to it again, or
just?
Or do you mean to read the
out? Just read out the last part, just like from the bit where he comes off. Because does he come off and then
I finally want to see how angry he is. So right before my slip road, I casually pull over into the inside lane to give him and his missus a big smile, which I get lots of the finger and obviously angry gestures. I feel good about this. But am I the arsehole?
I thought that he'd stopped them coming off the slip road, which you have done previously, but we won't talk about that. But he doesn't. All he does is just be a dick at the end of it. So basically, what you're trying to tell me is this gentleman has taken his eyes off the road to start smiling at someone in another. So he's not following. He's not looking at where he's going. Because he's trying to intimidate, and I use that word strongly, intimidate someone else. I don't know if it's intimidation.
Objection. All right, because your clients looked over and removed their hand from the steering wheel to raise the finger.
In fairness, we don't actually know that, because it could have been the passenger.
He did state he had a missus with him, yeah.
Yes.
And lots of hands.
That's even more cause.
But
he was
showing
off.
Hand
two hands from one person is still lots of hands.
Mm-hmm.
So we do not know.
It's only two.
In fact, we don't know if the other driver had his hands at full on 10 and 2, absolutely looking straight ahead. He might have mouthed something, and the reality is, the person who has messaged us, this arsehole, has stated. By the way, have we ever had one go this long before?
He's not an asshole. That is
objection.
hearsay.
Objection.
Yes, he is not an asshole. All right, that has yet to be decided. Guilty until proven innocent. All right, you can't just say this murder over here and hey, no,
this alleged arsehole. Then
okay, I'll allow. So, but here's the thing: are you able to look over your shoulder when you change lanes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the length of time that it takes for you to look to the right to see the other person, all right, is more than enough time to know to acknowledge if the finger is being lifted and see
Nessa,
the
for
person's
fuck's
face.
sake, help me out here.
I'm trying.
You're the only one that's come up with a good argument so far. The rest of it's been.
Her argument was that he's an asshole.
Well,
as the producer, I have been researching this.
Oh,
right.
Oh, she's coming up with hardcore facts.
It is
Come
not
on, I want to hear
strictly.
these.
There is no law saying you can't undertake. Okay,
This is true.
Part of the highway code states if you are undertaking in
Wait a second.
traffic.
Stop. This part you just looked this up. This has to be stricken from the record.
Why?
Right?
No, I did this before.
Yeah,
None of this evidence was produced.
We didn't get advance notice on this information.
Yeah.
You are part of the
unfortunately,
court.
David. Unfortunately,
you've.
Unfortunately, there's a producer on this team. We have to give her this, I'm afraid.
I wasn't given this job until now. Yes! So tough shit.
Fucking overruled, son!
There is no law saying that you cannot undertake. Rule 268 of the Highway Code states...
This rule states...
In congestion conditions, you can legally undertake.
Yeah, that's fine. And I agree with that.
You can undertake at full speed... provided you are not doing it to gain an advantage. So if you are staying in your lane and not lane swapping, you can undertake.
Which we're trying to do. They were trying to gain
That's what they were trying to
advantage.
undertake. Yes.
Nessa, you have not helped our case here.
You have
Nessa,
not helped
for
your
fuck's
case.
sake.
Well,
I retract my my earlier statement saying that should be.
You could have it.
Fucking bet you do, son.
Yeah, because I'm guessing this guy was pulling into the left lane to undertake to
I
gain a
genuinely
little bit. Yeah.
Never expected this
problem
to be
is-
such a divisive one. Go on,
the
sorry.
problem is, why would you not swap to the next lane when you are done overtaking? You should swap and allow traffic behind you to overtake you.
My guess
You're
is
causing danger on the road.
There was already traffic in front of him. All right, you can
Yeah,
as long
so my
as
guess
as long
is-
as
Yeah, in England we get a lot on like dual carriageways where have you noticed when you've got slow moving traffic in the inside lane, like one or two cars like kind of sparsely apart.
I drive
Yeah,
at
no
night.
one
I
on
don't
big
get
ass
traffic.
queue on the outside. Oh
Nice.
wait, you
You
drive
live
at
in the
night.
arse end
This
of
is
nowhere.
not helping. But I think a lot of drivers when they get that spot on the outside lane, they'll stick to it because they don't want to lose
Absolutely,
it, 'cause
you
they
should
won't be
stick
able to
to
get
that.
back out.
yeah, and that
Can
is one of the
someone
problems
just
with it.
explain to Tom what a dual carriageway is? Because, like, living in the arse end of nowhere, I know they don't have dual carriageways.
It doesn't
Alright,
apply
yeah,
to Tom
hey,
anyways.
They
if
don't
you're
take the dual
driving.
carriageways anymore.
Mate, we have, around here, we've got the maximum number of lanes in the UK. It has 2. Imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah. Fucking fancy
You got
stuff,
traffic
that, like.
lights yet?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
this
we
is
do,
at football
and
lanes.
we've got these roads that go round some grass. Like they go if you
Oh, in
get caught
circles.
something, it's like
I'm,
an
I'm a
eddy.
big fan of that.
David knows all about those.
I'd be honest
Right.
with you. Oh, actually,
You
no.
lost.
I've got one other thing. Because
Okay.
this person is an erratic driver. 1 second. Does this help the prosecution out or not?
Which one's yeah? Which
Wait,
one's the erratic
sorry.
driver?
Oh no!
Both
no,
of them,
wait!
really.
Oh no! Shit!
You're not
no!
prosecuted.
Ignore that! I was about to help the prosecution. I was about to help the defence out. I just realised the point's not for me.
Tom, I think we've lost. I think
Do you
we've
want to say
lost.
it again,
You've
Tom,
really
just
not
so
helped
we can hear it?
yourself.
I was going to say he needs to be defensive driving because the guy might be unpredictable and you don't know what he's going to do if he pushes in front. But then I realised that you guys are not.
Yes, we'd like that noted down on our side.
Yeah, and the all my client was trying to do is remain safe and keep a good following distance behind the car in front of him.
Right. Okay.
All right, and by leaving him in, he had a feeling that this other driver was just as you said, Tom, erratic, and God knows what he would do, and he may even
You were so sure of this at the beginning of this. How have we lost? You were absolutely sure.
No.
All right.
Okay.
He should have moved over.
We're gonna rest our case.
You gonna rest
And-
your case, Tom? Nessa, we resting cases?
Fuck
Yeah.
it, we're not going to do any better than this.
We're not gonna win.
So badly. We have fucked
Hey.
up
I'm
so
not gonna
badly
lie.
with
This has gone so much better than I anticipated. In all fairness, when I first read this, I was swaying a certain way, and I think I've now swayed a different way. So you guys have done freaking well, Tom and I've forgotten your fucking name again,
no.
David and Chris. Fuck's sake.
Fuck.
Chloe, you are fired.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
Badly,
How much
sorry.
have you drunk
Hang on,
this
you
evening?
can't fire the judge. You can't fire the judge. I've had nearly a bottle of this. All right, it's not doing well.
Seriously.
I am in favour
Well done,
of
guys.
the defence. You've actually really pulled me over onto that side. You've done very
Well
well. And
done, guys.
in all fairness, I love the fact that this guy was just like, he feels good about this. So he's obviously had a
Look,
great day after that.
The reality is he did not give a shit about what we're stating, and we've sat here and we've debated this longer than any other Judge Chloe we've ever done. It's got
I mean,
the
it was
most
quite-
heated than anyone.
Because it was simplified and it was pretty easy. You know what I mean? And it could have actually gone both ways. Because yes, he was a bit
It
of a
could have gone
bit of
both
a-
ways.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You
I
know
think
what?
both parties could have done better.
We've all been there, haven't we? Both
We've all
sides.
been an arsehole on the road as well, if we're honest.
Both,
Yeah.
both,
You know
both
what I
sides
like to
of
do?
it.
Okay, as a truck driver, right? And you got cars who don't like being behind truck drivers. And sometimes they'll wait till the very last second to get over in front of you so they can exit. All right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I will see somebody, and I know you can eventually, after a while, you can tell. All right, yeah, you look in your mirror. Yeah, he totally wants to exit. All right, but
It's the twitch.
The Twitch?
The what?
Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them twitch
Oh,
on the roads,
yeah.
and they kind of what they'll do is they'll twitch. Well, for you, David, it'd be the right. So they'll twitch to the right side of the lane, as if like it's like as if it must be when they're looking in the mirror and they just pull just pull the steering wheel down a little bit. But there's definitely you can know it.
In lane number 2, there's already a car there. All right.
Yeah.
He can't really. The driver who wants to exit, you know that he's not showing that he wants to exit yet. You know, like he's now all of a sudden he's about to fucking he's tailgating
to try get in front
to try get over in front of me.
Yeah.
But I'm not letting him. And then he starts slowing down. And of course, I may having to slow down too. You know, it's just like I won't give him that gap. I will not give him that gap to fucking get over and take that exit because you, son, you were impatient and you were being reckless and you should have just stayed behind me. You should have half a mile ago. You should have already been in the slow lane to exit. And I just hate those people.
Board.
Yeah, and I just hate being. I love I love my in-laws. I absolutely do. All right, just clarify that. Okay, right. But being in the car with them is very stressful. Now here's the thing.
Not good, but you can't correct them.
This is bad.
No, they're California, and here's the thing. There is a difference between Californian drivers and the rest of the country. Maybe New York too. I don't know. I'm just saying. But where I live in Washington State, there is a huge difference in drivers versus California. In California, you could be your exit. You could be in the right hand lane. All right, you could be in the slow lane, and your exit could be half a mile away. They will still overtake and get into the far left hand lane. Again, there could be 4 lanes just to get around a few cars and then get over, and then exit. You know what I mean? They will do that. They won't be patient. I'm like, my in-laws, they do this. They over and how they exit and they get so close to the car in front of them. It's like seriously, I had to tell my mother-in-law, I'm so sorry, like because I have a baseball cap on and I'm in the front seat and I just have my head down like this, just basically where I can't see the road, and then I'd lift my head up, whatever, and she's like, I'm so sorry, you have to back up, you're stressing me out, I'm so sorry, you're way too close for comfort, and I just know because of experience, you know, that is too close to the car in front. So if you could do, and she was like, oh yeah, no worries. So she did very good. You know, but then it was a few days later. I was in the car with her dad, and seriously, like what is wrong with staying in the right hand lane to exit? Why do you have to overtake all these cars and get literally no turn signal on? Just do. He did it very well, fantastically well. You know what I mean? like if I had my head down, I wouldn't even know when we changed lanes. You know what I mean? It was just, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why, if you're already in the exit, close to the exit lane or whatever, right? Why
this
in the hell
sounds
would you
more like
overtake?
an issue with your in-laws and your parents than actual any
just for the
traffic
record,
management problems here.
No. I have zero problems. I just have a problem.
Listening,
hey,
I'm not,
my
I'm
wife, my beautiful wife, who I know will be listening to this, she used to drive like this up in Portland, and until I said something, I'm like, stop, Jesus Christ, what is going on? Why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like there was, again, it was nobody else on the road was doing it. What she was doing, you know. And again, okay, you're in California, and in California, you do it in California because everyone's doing it in California. But it's just that nobody does it up here. You know what I mean? And it's dangerous and unnecessary.
So I had a learner driver the other day, and you know when you normally see learner drivers and you go, oh god, it's going to be a bit slow. This learner driver was driving erratically. Like, it was a learner driver. You know, sometimes you see the teachers of the learners drive erratically and you think, oh, yeah, well, they're a dick. But this was an actual learner because I managed to take a glance at who was sort of driving. And it was like a privately owned car with just stuck on L plates. And there was like a youngish lad, but obviously he was of age to teach. And then this young girl driving. And she'd obviously been doing it a lot. You know, and she was driving like a dick. Like, she was like tanking it around, like ramming up people's asses, all sorts, all the wrong things you want to be taught when you're learning.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nessa. Thank you.
And it was quite a shocker. And I was thinking, fuck me, when they pass their license, they're going to be doing that or on their own. Like, how bad is that going to be? That's just like a whole new generation of shitters.
God, so, if I could talk to my younger self, you know, I was a crazy. Yeah, I was seriously crazy. And I thought I was always right. I thought, like, there was this one time, there was a cop and he was going like 70. And again, this is like a 60-mile-an-hour zone. I followed him it was 20 mile drive. All right, and he was fucking speeding. I'm like, hey, if he's speeding, fuck it. And he's got no lights on, I'm going to stay behind him. I stayed like through roundabouts and everything. I just followed his ass all the way there because he didn't have any fucking lights on. All right, and I figured in my head, I was like, well, he can't fucking pull me over because he's doing the exact same shit I'm doing. And I got no ticket.
He didn't pull you.
No, he's literally doing stuff illegal.
So, are they not allowed? I thought police were allowed in some circumstances to speed without lights.
Well, I don't know about that. But again, I'm probably wrong, by the way. But it's the thing, he could have said that I was too close to him.
I was an absolute arsehole when I passed my car driving test and I overtook a fire engine that was on a blue light run on a single lane back country road.
Oh
no!
It was doing 70 miles an hour and I went past him at 95. Just to prove that in my Renault Clio, just to prove that I could go quicker than him because he was on blue lights.
Oh my god, no way! And you didn't obstruct him, nothing. You just floored it. And
just went straight past him and fucked off and left him. However, they did inform the local community support team for the police officers with the reg plate.
So they got your number. Oh,
yeah, because they have a dash cam, don't they, in the front of the fire engine?
Oh shit! And what happened?
Came in. Thankfully, I got a very strong telling off, but it was a lot of embarrassment because obviously at the time I was living at mum and dad's, so they came round and knocked on the door and asked to speak to me.
Oh no! And you never did it again,
show you the dash cam?
Yeah, they showed me the dash cam and said what I'd done was foolish and dangerous, and I could have potentially put many people's lives at risk.
Oh my god! Did you ask to keep the dashcam footage?
No, and I didn't do it again.
I would totally ask for that.
I had a cop follow me to a gas station one time. It was in an unmarked car. He might have been in his own car. I have no idea. But the route that I took was very, very quick. As in, like, I was speeding around roundabouts. I blew through 2 stop signs in a row. I while making the left-hand turn, there was a car in front of me. He was making a left-hand turn. I actually overtook him on that left-hand turn. While he was making the left-hand turn, I went around him on the left-hand turn. And now the speed limit is 40. I'm going 60 or 70. I go down and I pull into the gas station. I stop, and then that guy pulls up next to me. I was like, oh fuck! I already knew his face. I was like, he just looks at me with his finger and just, like, over here. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. So I go over to him. I tell this. I've told the story a few times to two Americans, and how much of a ticket do you think I got? How much is a ticket like that?
I reckon you got a severe telling off.
It'll be like $50 or something. It'll be something stupid.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it was 50. It was 50, and
really? Wow.
Yeah, it was £50. All right, and it was euro. No, punt as in Irish pound back in the day before we switched to the euro, whatever. But I tell that to Americans, and they're like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,500, as in, like, to take, depending on how bad it was, because they will rack up every single fucking thing. And again, this is back when I was 20. I was living in Ireland. This is after I was living in Ireland, but after I was living in America. So I lived in America for like a year and a half, and then we moved back in the day, after 9/11, we didn't feel safe in the country anymore. So we moved back to Ireland, where we thought it'd be safer, I suppose. I think Ireland's a neutral country, isn't
Did it work?
We didn't. The terrorists didn't kill us, so there we go.
Thought Ireland was safer.
Yeah, that is a bit extreme.
Can I just point something out though? So you were worried about, so after 9/11, you were obviously worried about terrorists. Yeah.
How close did you live to it?
You were worried about the safety of, like, the US, weren't you? So you took a plane. An aeroplane.
Good point.
The one thing that they used to kill people. Fucking genius.
Allegedly.
They won't get me here. I'm sure I'm safe. It's not towels around.
So,
right.
funny thing,
How
right?
do you know he
Mihal?
took a plane? He could have got on a boat.
That would take hours.
Yeah.
It's not that Irish, is he?
That would take a week. What are you talking about? So,
Yeah, that'd be
Mihal,
awful.
Mihal did ask in the comments, right? Did I know the guard?
To look for the
I actually didn't. I kind of knew the guard, but my dad definitely knew the guard. All right,
Oh, no.
and my dad
Oh,
definitely
no.
knew the guard. I was like, I don't want my dad finding out about this. So I could easily have used actually my dad's blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, well you slow down from now on, because I remember telling you the one time that I was making a left hand turn one time with a trailer full of furniture. It is in my own car now, right? Where there was
Right.
my aunt was having a procession or something, or it was just a group of people for whatever. So we loaded up the travel trailer with furniture, but I took a corner too sharp, and it was my first time, or maybe second time, whatever, hauling a trailer, but I took the corner too sharp. So when I made my left hand turn, the trailer hit the curb,
I've
the
not
trailer
heard this. Yeah.
and all the furniture all over the road.
Oh no!
Like seriously,
No.
all over, like it was basically just full up with chairs. All right, but a cop was witness the entire thing. Now I blew through the stop sign. You know what I mean? I was like, because I always blow through that stop sign. Nobody ever stops at stop signs in Ireland, I feel, or they just don't take them seriously. It's not till I went to America when I actually took a stop sign seriously. But yeah, so the trailer is on its side, and it's still connected to the car. I managed to, it was pretty easy to put it back on two wheels again, but of course there's furniture all over the place. And eventually the cop did come up to me, and he asked me where it was, blah 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 blah, blah. You know, like my only words were out of my mouth is my father is blah blah blah, and he was like, okay, carry on. It's a small
Brilliant.
town of 7,000 people. All right,
Who is your father, just in case we move over there or visit there?
He's not. He's not a big. You know, it's just that he owned a bus business. He had the
His
local.
name is David's dad.
Dave's dad. Yeah, he had a
David's
coach.
buses.
I know Dave's dad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he had a coach service. He ran the local, public transportation. You know what I mean? It was only one bus. It was like a mini.
I feel
bus,
like
for
we
crying
should
out loud.
know his name just in case we get pulled over out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not anymore. You know, he's quit. He's retired and everything. But it was funny. I guarantee. But I probably would have gotten away with it if I did mention his name. But I just didn't feel like I needed to.
Dave's
you know?
coaches.
That's in Wales.
Is
Isn't
it?
that one off Gavin and
That's
Stacey?
the one that
time.
Nessa knows, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Anyway, that's enough
The last
stories
time-
of me.
Tom
with
looks
my
very
policeman.
confused.
No, I was just going to say, the last time I got in trouble by the police, in fact, I think the only time I've ever got in trouble by the police, I got told off. And
Recently.
this was
For being too
not-
tall. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
it wasn't. I was a
Too
dick.
ginger.
I'd left
You?
work.
Whoa. You a dick.
No, I know it's hard to imagine, but it can happen occasionally. No, I'd had a really long and shit day at work. It was just one of them days where I got out and I was just like, I just want to get home. And there's a part of on the M60 in Manchester where when you're going anti-clockwise, you then link up with the M62. Do you know the junction, Chris? Near the
Yeah.
I
Trafford
know. Wow.
Centre.
Yeah,
Right,
near
I was
Trafford
following
Centre,
Chris, right?
yeah.
So this is near the Trafford Centre, and when you're going along, people always, for some reason, as you go around this big corner, they always sit in the right hand side for whatever reason. They don't sit in the left hand side. So I'm waiting for this car in my lane to kind of get out the way. So I'm like,
Was it
fuck
like a filter lane or?
it just kind of splits and it goes
Right.
goes up towards the M62. It doesn't really matter, but basically, I'm just like, I just lose my rag a little bit, and I'm just like, fuck it. So I just get into lane 1 and I just floor it. Absolutely fucking floor it. But it says the maximum speed you can do around this corner is 50. It's not. You can do nearly 70 around this corner if you're trying.
Oh, is it a
easy.
suggested?
I
50?
Yeah, it's like the one
Right.
on the
Right.
In the
A69
truck, I
that
could
says
do
Yeah, where
60
it's actually
in
a square, not a circle. So it's just
Yeah.
A
So I
yeah.
blast it round, undertake all these cars, and
Rightly
then
so.
come on and do like that. Anyways, an unmarked
Are you in a
cop
car or a truck?
I was in the car. An unmarked cop car was behind me, watched me do the
Right.
whole fucking thing, and basically next thing, there was fucking sirens and lights, and I got pointed at And I was like, I kind of hung my head in shame, and then he switched his lights off and he went. I was just like, because I knew what I'd done. I knew.
Were you speeding, or were you just going over the recommended speed limit, or both?
Technically, I wasn't speeding. I wasn't, but it was more. I was driving like a penis, but it was because I'd had a really bad day. It's not really an excuse, but it is an excuse because fuck you guys. That's my excuse. Dunno.
I feel like that's not. Did you get?
So
did
did
you
he
get a
pull you
ticket?
over or just point at you?
No, he just pointed at me angry, like
So
you
he
know,
didn't
like
give you a stern word.
No. This
Just
like,
enough to let you know.
Yeah.
Just,
oh yeah.
so-
do you know
so
Family
he said,
Guy?
Technically, you
monkey?
did nothing wrong, but you're a dick.
Like that.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. No. He knew I did wrong. He kind of he wanted to tell me off, but I think it was one of them ones where technically
It's
there was
a grey
nothing.
area, technically.
Yeah.
You can do it.
But
you
either way, I hung my head in shame, and he knew I looked like a puppy that had just been told off. So,
you look like a giant puppy. You'd be like Clifford, the
No.
big red dog. That sort of puppy.
Yeah.
Well done, Chloe. And people say that you're not funny. I'm sorry. You say funny shit.
Hey.
I like it.
Oh yeah, Chris, did you hear that comment? Apparently, I'm not funny. We got a review.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, what did they say about us? All I remember is that Chloe wasn't funny. That's
That's
part of the
literally all
only.
I remember.
That's all I remember too.
Oh, actually, I think
was
in Chris's day it was nice. It was since Chris has gone, it's gone to shit or something, hasn't it? And now Chloe's not funny.
Chris clearly
Oh,
loving that statement.
Chris.
Yeah,
No.
Chris is clearly loving that one.
A little
But,
bit.
yeah, I can't remember what it said about Tom. Probably he's a big ginger twat, and they seem to like David.
That's
Oh,
right.
they like
They
David.
did, didn't they?
They did.
We got to
like
go back to
David.
that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that put in our t-shirt, aren't we?
Well, it isn't funny.
Sums it up.
By the way, have we done all
Right.
of our segments?
Actually, yeah,
think
I wanted to
we've
go
still
over
got
that.
David. Yeah, we still got David's segment.
Oh, do I get to finally talk about my topic?
I think we've run out of time.
Can, but we'll do it next week. Just because
Okay.
we have kind of run out of time at this point.
Fair
Right.
enough.
Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Right, where's my camera? There. Right, okay.
Did the belch, was the belch
Up
necessary?
to the mic too, please.
Yeah. You have to proper get real deep
I
into that.
know.
You look a little bit nervous.
Cotton picking minute.
You do look very nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Who?
You.
I'm not nervous. I'm cool as fucking cucumber.
In the sun. In the sun.
Yeah,
That's
or in
the
the
one.
fridge.
The pickled one.
Pickle Rick!
A pickle Rick.
This week, Tom panics about not having an Adams. Why have we got two words together that both begin with A?
Adam's apple.
This
Three,
week, Tom
technically.
panics about not having an Adam's apple. Chloe fires blanks with David. David fought the law, and the law won. And I'm back like an occasion. Oh,
What about Tom?
Oh, so close! So
What about Tom though?
close!
Did Tom wasn't mentioned.
fuck
He
that.
was.
What
It
was
was.
Tom's again?
Adam's apple.
Adam's
Yeah.
apple.
Oh yeah. So was it Tom, David, Chloe?
Have you
okay.
listened at all?
No, I was
Apparently
kind
not.
I was.
I think he's
I'm
zoned out.
watching this TV show right here. I'm sorry.
David.
You're such a bastard.
I'm not a bastard.
You bastards, you fucking are. This week, Tom panics about not having an Adam's apple. Chloe fires blanks over David. Oh, fuck. Oh.
So close.
So
How
hard.
many
isn't
times did it used to take you, Chris, on your own?
On my
It? Well,
own.
he just
Yeah.
read it.
I just read it because I didn't have to look at anything, did I?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't start doing YouTube till after him. After we semi-retired.
Yeah.
This week, oh, fuck off. What is it? Tom panics about not having a fucking Adam's apple. Right. This week, Tom panics about not having an Adam's apple. Chloe fires blanks over David. David fought the law, and the law won. and I'm back like a stray cat that occasionally gets fed. So let's strap down, strap in, and do this.